Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, look at there. There's some turkeys on the other side of the fence and some black settlings on the other side of the fence. They're emptying that feeder in almost a day. And I ended up working 14 hours yesterday and didn't get by the feed store to get any more layer pellets. I've still got plenty of the start and grow, but meant to go by there, and I didn't get home till 9:30 last night, so it was a long day. But I decided I'm going to put these turkeys over into this side and let them get used to the other two turkeys. But for whatever reason, when I got home day 4 yesterday, the brown turkey there, all her tail feathers have been pulled out. And they're all over the pen in there. I don't know why, whether she done it to herself or what. Because she's typically the dominant one in there. But I guess she pulled them all out. I'm not sure. They're all in the pen. There was no predator activity, so. But the baby chicks feeders was completely empty when I got home. And I decided I was going to grab some of the bigger chicks, but they're still trying to get back through the fence to everybody else. So they got a few hours before dark. Hopefully the adult turkeys and chickens won't pick on them too bad, but I've got 6 of the black sex links over here and all 3 of the baby turkeys. And see, both of them are already picking on the baby. They better learn to keep their distance. But they've got to learn. They've got to learn what place they're in and what to do to keep them being picked on. If I lose 1 or 2, then there ain't nothing I can do about it. I can't keep all those in that first pen. They're going through that feeder pretty much in 1 day. I need to lighten the load on that first feeder, so I'm going to separate them out. The turkeys are going to end up being in here anyway, so now's a good time for them to learn to defend themselves and hide, whatever they got to do. But I put a few of them sex links because the turkeys are used to the sex links. They all roost together up on the roost, so that'll give them some buddies to roost with inside the new pen. They all know each other. I don't know why they're picking on each other, because they go through, I mean, they see each other through the fence. I don't know why they're doing it, but I guess it's the natural order of things. I tried to put the bigger ones over here because the bigger ones I figure would be picked on less, but the turkeys are much bigger and they're getting picked on. And one of the turkeys immediately started puffing up like he was a male, walking around them, and they didn't pick on him while I was out here, so we'll see what happens. I threw plenty of scratch feed out for them and for the adults over here, and for Junior and his, not Junior, for Sue and his ladies and the other rooster. I was going to grab him and put him in with the first pen, so he'd be away from the other roosters. They're just being mean to him right now. I'm going to sit out here and watch them, and if it looks like one of them's going to be in some serious trouble, I'll catch them and put them back on the other side, but they're going to end up over here before it's over with, so. Running around acting like they're emu. But maybe that'll take a little bit. That's 9 birds total off of the first pen. The 3 turkeys and the 6 black sex links. So maybe that'll take a little bit off that first pen to where the feeder will last them more than 1 day. And they've got to get used to them anyway. So once they kind of acclimate and get used to each other after a few days, hopefully I'll be able to add a few more sex links over here. Kind of lighten the load on that first pen again. I didn't make it back in town today in time to go buy more layer pellets. Both feeders for the adults have feed in them. They're not out, but I'm out in my barrels. So I've got to get by there and buy some. Otherwise, I'll be forced to go to Tractor Supply and buy feed from them, which I don't like to do. So, but see, they're still getting some of this scratch out here on the ground. So hopefully they'll calm down from the newness here pretty quick and be all right. But you see the 2 Rhode Island Red, Tractor Supply Rhode Island Reds out there scrounging. They're almost full grown. They're just about the same size. And look, there's a rabbit right there across the fence. Let me see if I can zoom in. Y'all see him right there by the pole? But I even picked Sue up and held him a little bit. He didn't run from me, but he walked away from me until I finally grabbed him. But I don't spend enough time holding him to keep him tame, so I need to make a point to do that more often. But these 5 chickens over here seem to be doing pretty well. That young male over there, which I'm pretty sure is a male, you know, he doesn't cause any problems yet. So I was hoping to put him in with the babies over there, and he'd be the older one and maybe not pick on them. But we'll see. The turkeys should enjoy more turkey company. But the baby chicks are the baby turkeys. You know, they've got to learn to get away from them. I really don't know why the brown hen's tail feathers all got pulled out. I may have to get me a little stick and knock her in her place. She's chasing that baby everywhere, but she'll stop in a little while. So anywho, I got to lighten the load on that first pen. The 3 babies inside are doing well. I've cleaned their waterers and freshened it today, refilled their feeder. They'll be good for 2 or 3 days with that feeder. They are wasting more of it, but they're, you know, they're right at 2 weeks old now. So I could bring them out. But when I bring them out, I want just the smallest ones in that pen. So that's why I wanted to move the bigger ones over here. But the 7 Rhode Island Reds in the first pen that I've hatched, they're still doing well. So I'm hoping they'll take these next 3, you know, in with them. Of course, they're a month or so behind, but that's the game plan, is to get them to where they'll be part of that flock. They're gonna, all the Rhode Island Red babies are gonna end up in the 2 pens with Junior and Sue. Most of them with Junior, but I don't know. I've hatched both. Both of them gonna be their offsprings. So Junior will probably end up with those 2 teenagers that are already over here that are almost grown, but they've never have gotten to where they'll allow Junior and the other hen to get close to them. They stay together, but they stay away from the others. So I don't know. I may move them in there with Junior and the other Rhode Island Red, but this one is the dominant, this Rhode Island Red here, but she's also fully grown, and she came from Tractor Supply. And then this Rhode Island Red here came from Tractor Supply. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I got to separate them out a little bit. I need to, you know, fill up all 3 pens, of course. Eventually, it's going to be all Rhode Island Reds in 1 pen, so that I can incubate and hatch those eggs when I want more Rhode Island Reds, and do something else with the black sex links and, you know, that. So we'll just have to figure that out. But working as much as I have the last few days, we're already short of help. Can't get help that wants to work, so we're already short of help. on service side and install side. And then yesterday, 3 service guys were out sick, said they were throwing up. I don't know what's wrong with them, but I believe they all came back to work today. So I ended up catching after hours calls, which I'm not supposed to have to do. And of course, I didn't get home till after 9:30. So we're going to see how it works out. Eventually, I guess we'll find some more help. I don't know. If you can do HVAC install or service, and you're interested in it in this Southwest Georgia area, come talk to the bosses. See if you know if they can meet your price and put you to work. We need some good help. People that'll show up for work, that'll do the job right. You don't have to be the best in the world, but you got to want to do the job right, because we want it fixed the first time you go, not have to go back 2 or 3 more times. And everybody has callbacks in this business. You can't catch everything, but you know, we had one that every call he went on, we had to go behind him and reassemble the unit because he tear it apart and not know how to put it back together. And thankfully he quit, but we do need help. And I'm an old man. I don't want to work 50, 60 hours a week, and I'm not going to. So, not if I can help it. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching the videos and subscribing to the channel. We have managed to pick up 1 more new subscriber. Whether it's going to stay or not, I don't know, because y'all know how YouTube does my subscribers. My number will go up a little bit, and then it comes down a little bit, up a little bit, and down a little bit. And we've been stuck at 638 for about a week or more, and we finally hit 639 today. I don't expect it to stay. I never expect it to stay, because that's the way YouTube does my channel, but that's okay. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that hang around, watch the videos, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. That helps me more than y'all know. I don't make money on this channel. I hope I will one day. That's not my ultimate goal. My goal is to form a better community of prepper-minded people and homesteading type people, and hopefully one day be able to make a little bit of money off of spreading information, teaching, learning from each other, community, all that good stuff. It would be nice to make a little bit for the amount of time that, you know, we put in to produce all the content we put out. And guys, y'all look, I've got way over 500 videos, and I deleted a bunch when they gave me that warning about the single axial pistols that I was shooting on the range. So I took all my gun related videos down because of it, even though it didn't violate their policy. But whatever. So I appreciate you guys hanging around and subscribing. Thank y'all very much. Remember what I always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.